The Olivet Discourse refers to Jesus' explanation of the destruction of Jerusalem and the end of history on the Mount of Olives. Jesus left the temple area and was going away when his disciples approached him to point out the temple buildings. He said to them in reply, "You see all these things, do you not? Amen, I say to you, there will not be left here a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down." As he was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples approached him privately and said, "Tell us, when will this happen, and what sign will be of your coming and of the end of the age?" Matthew 24:1-3. In the Olivet Discourse, Jesus mentions the Antichrist, referring to him as the abomination of desolation. When you see the desolating abomination spoken of through Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, Matthew 24:15. Jesus also mentions the persecution of the Antichrist. At that time there will be great tribulation, such as has not been seen since the beginning of the world until now, nor ever will be. And if those days had not been shortened, no one would be saved. But for the sake of the elect, they will be shortened. Matthew 24:21-22. Then Jesus describes his return, including the rapture, which will be preceded by a sign in the sky. And then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming upon the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with a trumpet blast, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Matthew 24:30-31. Jesus' return is indicated by the words, "the Son of Man coming upon the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." The rapture is also mentioned. And they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. In short, the fact that the tribulation precedes the return of Jesus, including the rapture, is clear.